Hello, this is Dan Adelhart. Our topic today is internal and external communication. This presentation is for USD 267. It's important to understand when building communication that there are two really different groups of people out there, or publics. The internal publics, which include administration, superintendents, school administrators, principals, etc., teachers, support staff, students, and parents and family. A less involved but very integral part of this is the external publics. Businesses, clients that come in, government, churches, nonprofits, other schools, especially colleges that come in recruiting our kids, community members without kids in school, and the media. Now, how are they communicated on a regular basis? Well, internal publics have a regular communication. This is daily, sometimes more than daily, could be morning announcements, could be during the class, could be at the end of the day, could be weekly, and it probably is via digital and written, but occasionally it will be oral as well. External publics, on the other hand, their communication is a lot less frequent. Usually it's via digital, but there is occasion that it could be written and oral. Now, which targets which particular group? I think it depends on the situation. If there's appropriate communication for each situation. I would, though, categorize it like this. Mass information is usually going to be digital. Could be a written email blast if you consider emails written. That is, game's going to happen here. Concert's going to happen here. This is our weekly schedule, if that is a mass information that goes out to everybody. On a personal note, though, this could be especially oral or written, but it's the other side of expecting a two-way communication. We're setting up a blood drive, and we need to talk to the person who's going to come in with that. We need to review our CPR. We're setting up a kid with an internship or a shadow. Those are going to be via phone calls, maybe emails, text messages. Points of involvement. There are several points of involvement when asked to evaluate, extend, or prove. One of them is current and future success and well-being of each student and adult. The administration is definitely involved in that. I believe teachers also, parents to some extent, and the community not so much. Think of what I just said. Current and future success and well-being of each student and adult. That is not something that when we really think of what is the community and where are they involved at. Another point is engaging families, diverse community members, and school personnel to strengthen student learning. Again, I believe that is definitely administrative. Could be teachers, probably not parents, and probably not the community. Another point asked about to evaluate, extend, or prove, supporting school improvement. I believe that is something that's definitely administration, definitely teachers, and most likely parents. And finally, advocating for the needs of their school and community. I believe if given the opportunity, that would include the community on top of parents, teachers, and the administration. Among these points, after looking at them, the administration is always involved, teachers are often involved, parents are sometimes involved, and the community is less. And as our stress in building relations with external communication, that is something that is evident that we can get the community involved more. The following flowchart represents communications for Renwick 267. Up above, I believe it takes everybody. People that I've already mentioned as internal and external publics. However, I have put in a flowchart the three major groups. I believe the superintendent, a lot comes from that position. Another group then would be internal stakeholders, which includes the school administration, teachers, staff, students, and parents. And then the externals would be, as I mentioned previously, even alumni, businesses, family, friends, churches, and government. Now, as you can see in the chart itself, the superintendent is in black with gold with yellow lettering, and what comes down from the superintendent is mostly formal with a combination of informal stuff. Contains schedules, protocols, plans, professional development. That is to internally to the stakeholders such as me as a teacher and anybody in the building. On the other hand, the superintendent also makes that policy that goes to external publics. Again, that could be policies such as district-wide, what are we doing with COVID, or something of that nature. As you can see in the yellow is the internal stakeholders. Again, that's school administration, people really involved inside, with the exception of, as I just mentioned, the superintendent. Inside of that, teachers and staff, students and parents, and there's a two-way go to those. There is information, feedback from parents and students and teachers regarding certain issues. Also, there is information shared directly down from the administration. Again, both of those could be formal and informal depending on the situation. Now, the internal stakeholders, the school also communicates with the external. Superintendent may not be involved in certain things such as schedules, agendas, recognitions, and policies. On the other hand, you've got the externals. The externals are the people who, again, are the alumni, the people not necessarily in the every day-to-day business of the school. They give feedback, certainly complaints, and they provide opportunities for kids. And as I mentioned previously in the slide, that would be a one-on-one situation. That would be an oral situation in which the school and a particular business or nonprofit would set up a situation for one of our students to shadow. The superintendent, again, and I have specifically put the superintendent in a third part of this, although they are definitely internal, but because they have such an impact on the communication. Again, they give recognition, they give policy, but they also then get feedback and suggestions and complaints from the externals. So my point in this particular graphic or this chart is to show you that if communication is going to work between internal publics and external publics, each has a role. And for communication to be at its very best, they must all work together. Thank you for your time. I look forward to your feedback. Have a good day.